Satnam and welcome. My name is Salima, yoga therapist, and if you're here for the first time, welcome to Kundalini Yoga. If you've been around with us for a while, you know that Kundalini Yoga is a healing and therapeutic form of practice that really allows us to dive into our spiritual self. And so today's practice is part of a bigger series around expansion. The theme is expansion, and today we're focusing on the energy of expansion. So, welcome to Shaliza, who will be demonstrating today's practice, and to all of you who are new and returning to this channel, I thank you so much for that. Let's begin. Sit up tall and straight. Find a cross-legged position that works for you. And just know that if cross-legged doesn't work, you can always extend your legs out in front of you, or you can even do a lot of this particular practice from a chair or the sofa. Press your palms together and let's begin by tuning in. We tune in with the Adi mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. This mantra comes from the Sikh tradition, and the language is Gurmukhi. Sitting up tall and straight, close your eyes, focus in between the eyebrows and slightly above. And feel as though you are elongating your spine, lengthening the spine from the base all the way up through the top of your head. Sitting up tall and straight, focus now on the energy that's running through your spine. Beautiful. Inhale very deeply. Squeeze root lock, squeeze anus, sex organs, navel center, and as you exhale, release the lock and release the energy. Inhale very deeply, squeeze root lock, focus in between the eyebrows, hold for a moment, and release the lock. And now let's inhale to tune in. Inhale very deeply. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Last one. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Beautiful. Inhale very deeply. Hold the breath. And take a moment now in gratitude for this ancient spiritual tradition, origins of love and light, and softly exhale. Release your hands down and bring your hands down to your knees. We'll begin with a series of warm-up exercises, and then we'll dive right into the Kriya itself. We begin with Sufi grinds. With your hands on your knees, inhale as you circle all the way forward, and as you exhale, roll all the way to the back. Inhaling as you circle forward, and exhaling as you circle to the back. It's important to note that all healing systems have ancient roots, and Kundalini Yoga is no different. Yoga is no different. 10,000-year-old practice that comes to us from India, an ancient healing tradition, a gift to the world. And so as you open your practice, keep that in mind, that you are tapping into a spiritual tradition, an ancient tradition that has been gifted to all of us. Use your breath as you move into the movements, and relax as you roll all the way to the back. As we focus on expansion now, think about the energy that is moving away from you, the energy of protection, the energy of guardianship. So as you sit now and move into these initial movements, become aware of all that you are protecting yourself from. all the energy around you, the different electronic waves, the different waves of energy from each of the people around you, and just be aware that you can shield yourself with your practice. Inhale very deeply, come all the way up to center, and through the nose, exhale, and then move in the opposite direction, same exercise, opposite direction. And here, as you move through Sufi grinds in this direction, think about all that you are attracting, all that is coming towards you based on your thinking, your feeling, and the intentions that you set for your practice and for who you are in your life. You may notice now that your body is starting to warm up, and you may be able to fold in just a little bit further. Last few rounds. Take a deep inhale, come all the way up to center, hold steady here, and exhale. Good. From here, we're moving into our second warm-up. So extending your legs all the way out in front of you. Bring your arms all the way up, reach all the way up, and then lower your hands down. Reach for your toes, your shins, your knees, whatever's available to you. That's where you want to be. And notice that the back of your knees are still close to the mat. So if they're starting to rise up, you may have gone too far. So slide your hands back so they're very comfortable and your shoulders are relaxed. From here, lean in and take a few long, deep breaths. Inhale very deeply and exhale. These opening movements are starting to prepare the body for the Kriya, and the Kriya is about moving energy. So from here, now that you have settled into the posture, keep your hands in place. Inhale, lift the chest slightly. And as you exhale now, drop your chin and your chest a little further closer towards your thighs. That's it. Inhaling up and exhaling down. So really reach your chest, bend your elbows, and reach down as best you can. Inhaling up and exhaling down. There you go. Noticing here that you may feel now a little bit of release in the lower back. The back of the thighs are starting to stretch out. Good. Bend your elbows and see if you can make your way just a little further into the movement. There we go. Now you may sense it in your body as a micro movement. It may be very obvious to you what's happening, but really make this about sensation. And you want to go as far as your body will allow and no further. So your entire practice is safe, and your entire practice is something that you can do with comfort and with ease. Last two movements, inhale and exhale. Here, hold as you reach and stretch. Notice if your body will give you a little bit more movement now, and release. Slowly and gracefully come all the way up, back into your straight spine. From here, place your hands behind you. It can either go behind you if you need a little bit more support, or to the sides next to your hips. From here, inhale, point your toes forward and lift the chin towards the ceiling. So this is a bit of a counter movement. Inhale as you lift up, and exhale, curl the toes towards your chest, and then drop your head towards your thighs. Inhaling as you come up, and exhaling as you curl. Beautiful. A powerful practice. This is a variation of Spinal Flex. It inhales and exhales come slowly and deeply through the nose. And this is all about warming up the spine and preparing for today's practice. Last two, and last one. Good. Come all the way up to center now. Steady yourself. Remember your intention. And we begin with the first part of today's Kriya. So for this first part, bend your left knee and place the sole of your left foot into your inner thigh. And then inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And reach forward now, reach towards your toes, your ankle, or your knees, and hold steady. So here you're going to use your long, deep breath to feel in, to sense into the energy of your body. Inhaling and exhaling fully and completely. And notice if there's any little micro movements that your body is asking for. Last few seconds here. Inhale. And exhale, lower down just a little bit more into the posture. And then slowly, gracefully come all the way up to center. Good. Roll your shoulders out, close your eyes, stay here for a moment. And then move to the opposite side. And remember, if there are any places here where your body is sending you a little signal, I need to move, I need to come out of the posture, feel free. Take that exit and then come all the way back into the movement. So now, working on to the opposite side. Sole is into the inner thigh. Inhale the arms all the way up. And to your maximum stretch now, come all the way down and touch your hands to your body. Could be to your toes, to your ankles, to your knees. Wherever you go is perfect for you. Shaliza has reached down for her ankles. That's great. For you, if it's closer to your thigh, that's great too. If you're all the way at your toes, all is well. So in this practice, in Kundalini Yoga, we're really looking for your maximum. So what you see on screen is a suggestion. What you see on screen is an opportunity, but it's not necessarily what you have to do. And nor does it mean it's any better if it's fully expressed or it's a modified version. You still get the same benefits. Take some time now and turn into the thoughts in your mind. Inhale very deeply. And here again, give yourself a moment to sink a little deeper into the movement. And then slowly, gracefully raise all the way out. There we go. Take a moment, release your shoulders, make any small adjustments. And then we're taking a variation of that first movement. So folding the left foot into the inner thigh. From here, raising the right arm all the way up. And now reaching the right arm towards your right foot, ankle, shin. And then with the left hand, place it somewhere that gives you a little bit of support. So you can reach behind your back, you can reach for the floor, you can reach for your knee, and then gently turn your chin, if that's available for you, turn your chin up and look towards the sky best you can. So we're creating a stretch, elongating the stretch, and then also giving a twist. And here, ultimately, all of this movement and all of this holding is allowing the body to be stimulated. So in stillness, there's a lot of action going on. Now your glandular system, your immune system, your metabolic system, circulatory system, all of these different systems are getting time to reset. And that's the power of your practice, to expand. Expand your awareness of who you are and how you are right now so that you can reach the next level available to you. And today we work through the body temple to explore that expansion. Last few seconds, and then we move to the opposite side. Take a moment, stretch in a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, and slowly bring yourself out of the posture. Relax both hands, stretch out both legs, and notice where there might be a little bit of gripping. Notice what happened in all of those movements and be gentle. We're moving to the opposite side now, folding the foot in towards the inner thigh, reaching up with the left hand and reaching forward towards the toes, the ankles, shin, and then placing the hand on the knee, behind the back, on the floor, and then gently looking up. Noticing here that this side might be a little different from the other, and that's perfectly fine. As you sit now, feel yourself expand. Feel the energy of your body beyond your physical self. Reach beyond. Make your energy known to the people in the space where you're practicing. Beyond the building that you're in. And know that your energy has impact. And as you take these steps to take care of your energy, you show up as a leader in your life. A transformational leader who has impact. Last few seconds, and remember, if you need to move or shift, feel free to take those inner cues. Inhale very deeply and exhale completely. From here, gently unwind from this posture, release both hands. Stretch your legs all the way out. Take a moment, sit quietly. Notice where your body is giving you a little more openness now. Notice where your thoughts are taking you. And of course, be aware of your spiritual knowingness. We're moving on to the next part of today's Kriya, the basic spinal flex. Give yourself a moment now in this position. Just sink into all the transformation that you created and slowly, with control, come into a cross-legged position, and we'll take on spinal flex. With your hands now on your shins, we begin spinal flex. So from here, opening your heart, moving all the energy in the spine. Inhale as you press the spine forward, chin is up slightly, and then rolling all the way to the back, chin floats towards the chest. Inhale as you look up, and exhaling as you round the spine. Feel the flexion in all parts of your spine. The energy of you has to do with your aura, the space around you, 9 feet in all directions. And so the thoughts you think, The feelings that you feel have an impact around you. And as we become more skilled, as yogis, we become more skilled at moving that energy, taking care of that energy, and also then using it to our best advantage, life starts to work a little bit better, a little easier, less effort, more flow. And that's really where you can focus on all of your energy right now, is to think about expanding your circle of light around you and refining your thoughts around what it is that you're looking to achieve, what you're looking to welcome, and then also looking at how you protect yourself. Energy is all of that. You'll notice that Spinal Flex is often used as a warm-up exercise. In this Kriya, we're using for an extended amount of time. So notice what happens, how much more capacity that you have to move now, and also the benefits that it offers in terms of calming the mind, steadying your breath pattern, and allowing more graceful movements. Last two. And last one. Come all the way up to center. Hold steady here. Squeeze root lock, squeeze anus, sex organs, navel center. Squeeze the locks and the energy upwards. And now, through the nose, exhale and release. Taking a moment to pause. And we're moving now into an exercise called cross crawl, and this will be done on your back. So make sure that you have space on your mat, extending all the way down onto your back, and bend your knees. Place the soles of your feet onto the ground. Here, cross crawl means that we'll be extending left arm and right leg, and then switching. So we're moving opposite parts of the body in order to coordinate both hemispheres of the brain and also to bring energy into alignment. So from here, inhale, bring your left knee to the chest and the right arm all the way up and over. Do your best here and then switch. Opposite knee to the chest and then arm is up. Remember that you can move your arms up to any level that helps you feel that you're stretching, and anything beyond that, not necessary. Keep going at a pace that works best for you. Remember, take breaks when you need to. The best way to approach Kundalini Yoga as a therapy is to work to your capacity. Remember that more is not necessarily better. Some is definitely better than none. So do your best. And find a way to move here that helps you feel all of the stretch and no pain. Last one on each side. Good. Relax everything down now. Take a deep inhale. We'll stay here. Relax for a moment. Those movements, remember, they help to coordinate the brain and also help to move the heart muscle and stimulate the entire glandular system. From here, we're moving into cat and cow. So rolling over onto any side of your body that feels comfortable. Placing your hands down underneath your shoulders. Knees are about hip width apart. Toes are relaxed at the back. Inhale, look all the way up to the ceiling. Drop the belly low. And as you exhale, round the spine, look towards your knees. Close your eyes. Noticing here again a little bit more work for the spine, a little bit more work to make sure that all of the nerves that go through the spine, which is pretty much all of them, are being tuned here. If you have sensitivity on the knees, you can always fold up the mat. You can bring a blanket underneath your knees. If you have sensitivity around your wrists, you can come down onto your forearms. All of these are great options to make sure that your practice is accessible and that you can move in a way that allows you to have full freedom of movement for yourself. Last few rounds. Inhale deeply, come to a flat back, and exhale. From here, make your way right down into child's pose. Bring your buttocks towards your heels and palms remain on the ground. And then stretch yourself out. See that you can bring your forehead down to the ground. If it reaches, great. If not, you can make a fist with both hands and stack your head on top of your hands. You can make a pillow with your hands. Give yourself a little bit more room so that you can stretch out into this posture. Breathe deeply and make your connection now with the earth below you. Mother Earth, the supportive element of the universe, is here, firm, and supporting you in your practice. Two more short elements of today's practice. Slowly, gracefully come all the way up back into a seated position, come into a cross-legged position for a spinal twist. You can do this in rock pose on your knees and on your heels. You can bring a pillow underneath your buttocks so you can sit comfortably. And then from here, bring your hands onto your shoulders. 4 fingers in front, thumbs to the back. Inhale as you twist to the left and exhale as you twist to the right. Taking care of your energy is a gift to everyone around you. Your centeredness, your calmness, your willingness to engage allows you to be an asset to the community, to the collective around you. And these are the deeper reasons to practice Kundalini Yoga. For our own well-being, mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, and then also what we can contribute to the world. Inhale very deeply, come to center, hold still, hold steady, and release. Relax your hands down to your knees. And from here, start shoulder rolls. This can happen in any way that works best for you. You can move both shoulders together. You can move one at a time. You can change up the movement. It's a free-flowing dance. And in these final few moments of the Kriya, to really think about your leadership, your impact in the world. If the idea of having impact and leadership in the world is exciting for you, and I hope it is, I trust that it is, then I invite you to think about Kundalini Yoga teacher training. And this particular form of training is about your life transformation. And as you transform, as you take on more leadership in your life, in your personal life, and in the community around you, you start to have an impact in the world. And that's really what all of these teachings are about. Not just to stretch and feel more loose, although that's very helpful, but rather to make a contribution. And that's where the real power is for all of us. Inhale very deeply and exhale completely. Stay here for a moment, center yourself. And we're moving on now to our meditation. If you prefer to take a few more moments of relaxation, you can certainly pause the video and then come back for the meditation. Don't miss it. Lots of good stuff now in the next part. The meditation we're practicing today is called the meditation for infinity. So expanding your capacity, using your energy to do more and more good works in the world. Bring your left hand up, palm facing up, and then the right palm on top. Keep the fingers loose and relaxed, and keep the thumbs facing forward. From here, gently close your eyes and look towards the tip of your nose. Here we'll be using a mantra. The mantra is Satnam Waheguru. Chanting Satnam 6 times and then Waheguru. I'll set the pace for you so that you have a sense of the timing, and then feel free. I'll keep the volume low, and then you can go ahead and practice at your own pacing as well. So again, resetting your body, relaxing your shoulders so that you can hold this position for a few moments, few minutes. Looking towards the tip of your nose, let's begin. Satanam, 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 Waheguru. 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 And continue. Satanam 6 times and then Waheguru. Calling on the truth, calling on the universe, calling on your highest self. Last few rounds. Satanam, 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 Waheguru. 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 Inhale very deeply. And exhale completely. Relax your hands all the way down to your knees. Hold your energy. Remember your intention. And now set the intention for the remaining part of your day. Place your palms together at the center of your chest. And we close our practice with a long sat, short nam, truth is my name, summoning the truth. Inhale very deeply. Exhale completely. We chant 3 times together. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Please ground yourself, bring your forehead and your palms to the ground, closing off the energy of today's practice. Take all that you've learned on your mat today with you. And if you want to know more, and I know that you do, check out Kundalini Yoga Teacher Training. All the links are below. I invite you to book a discovery call. I think we can do great things in the world, all of us conscious beings together. And if you're having trouble finding your perfect Kriya, feel free to reach out and request a numerology consult. That's available on my website, YogaVision.com. Both pieces of information are there. And I invite all of you to come into your practice deeper, make that commitment to go further because you can and because it's meant for you. Satnam, my name is Salima, yoga therapist. On behalf of Shaliza and myself and the entire crew at YogaVision, lots of love and see you very soon. Satnam.